Hello, welcome to Icebox Auto. Today I'm going to give you a demonstration purpose on the units we sell with this user interface. Now, we specialise in these OEM industry for 5 years now. I've got 5 years worth of experience. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to discuss obviously the functions of the unit. We'll start off basically showing what the general user interface is like. Now, on the interface you've got 10 options: DVD, VCDC, USB, card, TV, radio, BT, Ipod, AUX and Navi. Now today, to start off with, basically we'll start off with DVD mode. Right, on DVD mode, it also has the functions to operate a DVD. It's multi-region, plays copies, rewrites, also plays music albums. So what today, I'll start off with basically showing the DVD side of it. You can either use your remote control, touchscreen, or the stylus, which is obviously the touch pen. All screens are touchscreen here, as you can see. As you can see, just talk about these functions here while it loads up. On the top right hand corner you do show an icon saying PIP, which is basically picture-in-picture function. Now what that enables is, obviously if you're using say GPS and you want the TV, this GPS will come up on the blue screen. Now it shows blue at the moment. The only reason being is because there's no other functions on at the moment, and we just started the demonstration video, so remove that, take that off there. As you can see, this is the start of the DVD. As you can see, you can use the touchscreen to choose any of the options there. Go back. You can go onto that one. So I've just used my touchscreen to start it. Obviously you can move along the chapters. So basically that's the DVD function covered. Now just to go back to these icons here, you've also got one called 2-zone. What that enables you to do is to listen to your music, i.e. radio, iPod, over the GPS. So while the GPS is working, you can have the music over it. Also it's got a 3rd zone. What 3rd zone means, basically you could have GPS on the front and you can transfer the DVD data onto an external source. So if you've got any kids with headdress monitors in the back, you can put a DVD in there and it'll play through to the headdress monitors while the GPS is also on it at the moment. So let's just basically go out to this function. There we go. Now this one here, it's V-CDC. Now what this enables you to do, it's got a built-in hard drive, so it memorises up to 2 gig worth of music, so it can cover 6 music albums. It will not store DVD. Now just to show you, all this down here, 6 discs, once you put a tune in, it will store it on its memory stored on it. USB, comes with the USB lead, plugs into the back of the unit. Now you can use a flash stick up to 16 gig, you can store your music on the flash stick, movies, insert it into the USB port that comes with the unit, and it'll obviously transfer onto the unit itself. SD card, same thing, SD slot here, up to 16 gig, SD slot here for the GPS, multimedia side, stick a 16 gig in there. Any data that's on it will basically transfer onto the unit. Now there's no card included, so obviously it's going to say no card. TV, Now all our units come standard with analog TV, all depending on whether your country's gone over to digital or not. If it has, you've got the optional extra purchasing the digital components, which can either be built in or linked into the auxiliary lead. Now if you just see this one here, it says auxiliary. Now that's basically comes with the AV lead at the back. Once an external source such as roof monitor, headrest monitors, DVB box is plugged into an auxiliary mode, you would actually use this mode here to obviously transfer the data onto whatever. Radio, you can allow up to 30 preset radio stations allowed. All these will show the frequency. Now it has got RDS, which shows the name of the caller, the radio station name. That will obviously transfer onto here. So for example, if you've got radio 1 on, it will say radio 1 here. Let's go back out. Bluetooth, good feature. My phone is already linked up. So for example, once your phone's linked up, you can either A, dial out using the touchscreen here. And if you check my phone, see, right, obviously the phone is engaged at the moment, so we'll basically put it down. Okay, now that's ended. Should we try again? Just to show you an example of it working. Right. As you can see, my phone says it's engaged, so we'll hang up again. Another good option with this is this feature here, which is your Bluetooth. Slow that down. Now what this is already doing at the moment is actually playing the music off my phone. So for example, Ipod. As you can see, my iPod here, this is actually playing music from my iPod onto the phone. So for example, if I wanted to change the music, I'd stop that one like that, like so. Go on to the next one, let's try the new tune. Here we go, press play. And obviously it plays onto the device itself. Now you can forward that. Example, higher up. They're my groovy tunes if you like. Okay, that's that feature done. Now iPod, it comes with an iPod lead, so you can either link your iPhone up, you can link your Nano, your Classic up, but obviously this feature won't work because obviously it's not linked up at the moment with an iPod. Now the advantage of playing the iPod over the Bluetooth is it shows all the genres and the albums and the artists. The Bluetooth doesn't do that, so the Bluetooth basically just transfers your music data as you're playing from your phone over onto the Bluetooth option, so that's a good option. Auxiliary mode, as I said before, you can link up a roof monitor, DVD headrests, doesn't have to be DVD, external digital box, anything you want through the auxiliary mode and play it through that mode there. Navi, I'm not going to talk too much about the Navi at the moment, only reason being because we've got quite a lot of demonstration photographs in our auctions that will explain a little bit more detail. Now that's pretty much all the modes covered. Now just to show you what these options here for. Now this one is obviously the dimmer button, the little light. This one here, the 4 dots, will actually enable you to change the colour on your LED buttons down the side. So basically most of them come with blue, red, purple. Some of the high Hyundais come with green colours, purple, so you can change your colours via that. There's a mute button, it's on mute. Now some of our units have this function here. What that icon does is if you've got a rear view camera, which you must also add that it's got a rear view camera input at the back, if you've got a rear view camera linked up showing you what's behind you, you can manually switch it on by this icon. Now some of our units don't have this icon, so don't treat it as basically as standard. Some will and some won't. Now I'll show you a few of the setup menu. In the setup menu, it's quite extensive. You do have the audio section. Now basically you can transfer the data on, checking between your speakers, you can check between your treble, mid, bass. Also another good feature of this is it has a sensitivity touch. So basically all these here for DVD, TV, radio, Bluetooth, iPod, auxiliary, Navi, if say for example the sensitivity needs to be heightened and somewhat, say the Bluetooth mic, and you want to hear a little bit more clearer, obviously you'd hide it up or you could lower it down, so that's another good feature. Video feature obviously controls your brightness, contrast and colour. Let's go back one. Also has normal. So basically you can switch your spectrum on. Now take no notice is obviously the key light, the clock ID. The voice GPS, you can switch that on or off. Has touchscreen calibration. Info is basically just show you how much voltage is going through it, and helps, that's just the version software number. Now you've also got, some of these will have the logo screens. Now bearing in mind the OEM industry is just classed for the exact card that they're made for, I wouldn't worry too much about this. The only reason it's there is because the hardware is generic for quite a lot of units that the manufacturer makes. So it makes the same units for Audi, Volkswagen, etc. with the same hardware on. So don't worry too much about that. Detect. Now, in a lot of factory fitted units that you get from, obviously, like when you first purchase, and if it's standard with, obviously, say Audi, when you put your handbrake down, a warning message comes on. That's only to obviously discourage the driver from watching the TV or etc. when they're driving. So obviously this has got an electronic menu, so you can either switch that on or off. So you have it where it does state the warning message or it doesn't. Lamp detect, back detect, and system on buyback. Basically, you don't need to know too much about them, but obviously the brake detect is the one that switches on and off for the warning message. Obviously there's a camera detect which enables you to put when you put your car into reverse, it'll come up automatically. If you've got the rear camera installed, it'll automatically show the vision. That's when you put it into reverse. You can switch that on or off. Now obviously radio area, you can obviously, it's got Europe at the moment, but if you do wish to have it for the likes of USA, South America, we can order them in, that's not a problem. Now you can have the languages on this, the OSD languages, from between English, French, German, Italian, Spanish. Also there's a time adjust, and obviously there's a reset button which is a factory reset at the bottom. Now pretty much covered everything there. What I must also add is obviously all our items come with 2 years warranty. Now should an item go wrong beyond the 2 years, do not worry, we specialise in these units. We can always offer a repair service. We do not charge for labour. All we charge for is parts and maybe the cost of the postage either way. So for example, DVD driver breaks beyond 2 years, that's going to cost you £15. Postage, £6.50 maybe. It's going to maybe comes to about £25. So should your item go wrong beyond 2 years, we can always repair it. If you have any further questions, feel free to give us an email either through where this video is hosted or through our eBay account. Thanks very much. Speak to you soon.